morning! What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. CHILLSCISSORS here back at it again for you guys for another pickups video for the channel. A lot of great games found, guys. Over this past weekend, I was fortunate enough to do some traveling. It's my wife's birthday, so we went out of town and we visited a few flea markets here and there. And I was fortunate enough to find a few things, and I'd like to share those with you. Starting off, I haven't bought an NES game in forever, it feels like. Literally, I haven't bought one in years, but I came across this one. I'm a huge Castlevania fan, so of course, whenever I came across Castlevania for the NES, I had to pick it up because it was only $5 at a flea market. And the sticker and part itself is in immaculate condition. But yeah, $5, not bad, especially for this game. Normally retails for around 20, so good score there. On to the next one. I do apologize in advance. Typically I remove the stickers. I haven't got around to it. Been really busy here lately, but for the original Xbox, I'm a massive fan, as you can see in the background. This is Constantine. It looks very similar to Castlevania because of the literature across it. But this particular one caught my eye. It's a rated M title, and I love mature rated games for the original Xbox, mainly because whenever I was young, I always saw these games and I could never play them because my parents restricted me from ever buying these type of games. So anytime I see one that I haven't played, I'll really want to enjoy it, I'll pick it up and I'll just be like, can't stop me now. But yeah, great to have that one in the collection. I'm going to be checking it out. It looks super interesting. But next item up for bid, we have Hellboy, the Science of Evil. And if you're new to the channel, welcome first of all, and if you consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. But if you're new to the channel, I love platform action games. It's just super fun whenever you're playing a stressful linear RPG style title, which I love, and I love every minute of those games. However, they do get stressful at times because I am a completionist at heart, so it's fun to just dive right into a platform game. I love Hellboy. This particular one caught my eye. It looks like a lot of fun, and I am a fan of the original Xbox of that generation. I have tons and hundreds of original Xbox 360 titles as well, and you can best believe if it was a blockbuster title of the generation, it is in my collection. But I'm finding titles like this all the time where I just want to explore it and check it out. I like to give my personal opinion on it through experience and try to stay away from online searches to find out what other people's opinions on them. I definitely feel that there's a place for reviewers out there, and I do use them from time to time. But some person might not like the game, but I try it and then I absolutely adore it. It's happened dozens of times, but yeah, I happen to have that one in the collection. Moving right along. Right now I feel that it's prime time for collecting for the Nintendo Wii U. Like I've said in multiple videos before, by numbers it's considered a failed console, but I absolutely love my Nintendo Wii. And I want to grow my collection, even if it's a game that isn't a AAA title, just to push along and explore the Nintendo Wii U. I picked up Batman 2 Lego. The legend begins. Play as Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, and more. Discover Lego Gotham City, which that just sounds cool within itself. Harness the power of the Wii U gamepad with unique gameplay and control functionality. It does have a gyro in it, you're playing a game. Some of the games even have you blow into the gamepad to help sail you across. They pushed that, which I thought was really cool and unique. But yeah, I'll be checking that one out before too long. This one, because of my wife, she absolutely adores platform fighters. It's like, a gameplay style that she can get into, and she's actually really good at it. She'll start button mashing a little bit here and there, but once she gets a combo down, then she'll actually, learn it and continue to use it. But another platform action, we got Bleach Shattered Blade. This one caught my eye because it's got a holographic, or actually a foil background, which is really cool, make it stand out. But I got this one complete, of course, and super cheap, and you know, it can't go wrong. You know, something else to play with a wife, another excuse to give my wife a controller to actually play with her, then you know, so be it. Next up, this one is actually 50 Cent, Bulletproof. Well, I don't know about that title, a little bit controversy. Didn't he get shot? I don't know, maybe he doesn't get shot in this. Less likely, but this particular one kind of caught my eye, and I don't know why here recently, but I've been really nostalgic and playing, like, you know, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and actually picked up a copy of Scarface. And if you haven't checked it out, my recent pickups video, I'll go over, you know, kind of the nostalgia side of that game. But this particular one looks very similar, mature rated title for original Xbox, and we already gone over how I want to explore these. Yeah, the ultimate 50 Cent experience, his music, his videos, his game. You know, I'm not, you know, a die-hard 50 Cent fan. Just this one looked really unique and fun, so I threw it in the collection. Why not? I want to have an impressive original Xbox library. I absolutely adore the console. You know, I played the Nintendo GameCube and had the GameCube, and the original Xbox came way later because, you know, when I was growing up I was very poor. I didn't have that much to spread around, so anything that I had to make it last, and I really just couldn't afford the original Xbox until much later. But yeah, I mean, I'm in it now, so I can explore the library for myself at my leisure. Next one I found at a local flea market for $1 actually. This one was Army Men Savage War. By the cover art, that actually looks like it would be rated, you know, mature, but you know, I've yet to play an Army Men game, and you know, for $1 you can't beat it. I'm interested just to try it out, and it was complete in great condition, so throw it in the collection. $1, you know, can't beat it. Anytime I come across a game that looks interesting, that's not just complete snickle fritz, then, you know, I'll pick it up for $1. And this next one I absolutely adore. This game I had for the Nintendo GameCube. I still have my original copy in my collection, but this particular one is for the original Xbox, and I'm interested to go back and play through it. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. This was the first game that really just sunk me into the story. Oh man, I can't even explain. I really wish this game was around nowadays. You know, everything's converted over to Assassin's Creed, which I love the franchise Assassin's Creed, but I love my Prince of Persia. I'll be going back probably here before too long and experiencing this game. Picked it up with a buy two get one free deal, so can't beat it. At that local flea market, like I said, if I come across a game that's not just complete garbage or in terrible condition for $1, I'm happy to add it to my library. And this is Deer Hunt 2004 for the original Xbox. Not much to say about it, just added it to the collection because it was affordable. And I've actually played some of these hunting simulators. If done properly, they are a lot of fun. Being able to explore the area, you know, using ATV, boats, even airplanes and some, but yeah, I'll try it out for $1. Yeah. And the same, these actually next two were included in the flea market, but once again, $1, why not? Ice Age 2 Meltdown for the original Xbox. Just happy to have that one in my collection as well. Was this one complete? Yep, complete. $1, why not? Next one is Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. Now this one is very similar to a GameCube game. So this was actually my very first Nintendo GameCube game. The only reason that this one was my first was because it was the only title that was actually $20. You know, and this particular one was amongst one of the first anyway, I'll say, but Yeah, I actually had a blast with this. I don't know if it was just because of the new experience, being said it was a launch console or whatever, but at the time this movie came out, right around that time frame, and it was super popular. And I love the Lord of the Rings trilogy, etc. Especially The Hobbit was absolutely fun. This one's a platformer. You're running around as your favorite Lord of the Rings characters, just taking down the enemies, replaying the scenes from the movie. Why not? And this next one is Boom Blocks. Looked like a lot of fun. I got it for a good deal. I think this was another $1 pickup. I'm trying to build up my original Wii library, and there's like hundreds and hundreds of Nintendo Wii titles, and in my opinion only a handful of them in my experience have been good. So why not broaden my horizon, explore different titles of games, and have a good time with it. That's what video gaming is all about, right? The fun, the enjoyment out of it. So yeah, I'm gonna pick this one up. Why not? I'm gonna give it a go. This one was at Goodwill. Another $1 pickup. I didn't get really, any AAA or blockbuster titles this week, but add it to the collection. This is Monster Garage for the original Xbox. This one is an exclusive title. That's what drew me to it, because if it's an original Xbox title that's an only 4, those tend to pique my ears just a little bit more. But yeah, this one, do you have what it takes? Put your money where your mouth is. You have 7 days and $5,000 to tear down a vehicle and turn it into a creation and a working machine. I like car games. That's another car type or a game type that me and my wife like, racing games, and this one looked unique. But I'll check that out. Why not? Well, alright guys, I believe that is it for our pickups this week. Thank you all for liking, commenting, and subscribing and tuning in. Stay tuned for further pickup video. Until, check out my other ones, guys. I have plenty of other ones to go through. A lot of great games to be found, pickups, game reviews, etc. But until next time, guys, cheers, have a good morning, peace.